Hello, everybody. What a day in court it was. It's wrapping up pretty soon. It sounds like we're approaching the end, which is both good and bad because I'm so excited to see what happens with Leticia, what the jury decides. But hey, Mooney, hey, Jenny, Ariana, Miss B, Tina, Debbie, Carol. Wow, we have a great crowd today. I love it. I definitely saw today, Mooney. Hi, Kim Gam. Yeah, it was definitely interesting. What they said today almost I wish they would have done that kind of in the beginning because it was all information we knew, but they put it in a nice format for the jury. They had printouts for them, and so it was mostly text in a very detailed timeline based on um, what the police the GPS of the cars and text messages and the what is that called? The tracking that they had where she had with Harley, 360 or something like that. Kim, yes, it was amazingly done. I really did like it. In the beginning, especially when we're talking about what happened when she got back from that 2:30 to, um, when Lena got off the bus, it was I was like just watching, like, do they have any video surveillance of Gannon getting out of the car? But of course, it turned off 30 seconds because it was motion activated. It turned off 30 seconds before you could see if Gannon got out of the car, which such a bummer. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? Yes, I did see them giggling. That was so annoying. She has no respect for the court. And even her attorney didn't stop it. It was too
I was
much.
like, and I mean, they're talking about a dead child, and they are over there laughing because she was trying to find a rich man. Which, can I just say, I'm a little irritated, but hi, love you. Can I just
Hi.
say that let's not forget that Al Stout was bringing home $6,000 a month. She
Yeah.
had money, not money, but money more than I have.
Yeah,
Goodness,
well, she was living comfortably.
Yeah,
She had
and
a new car, a
out
nice
there,
house, and the kids were fed and had nice little toys, their Switch and, different
yeah, what
things.
you wanted. Those
Yeah.
police cars are not cheap. We talked about that before. You know, um,
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
Yep. So, yeah, but what I sent you a text message about this one. The messages that Letitia's sending to Al, this was the beginning of the trial, where she's
yeah,
saying, well, I'm having chest pain. How come you're not
yes,
communicating? And it was all about her all the time. It's
yeah,
always all her messages. Me, and I'm freaking out. And but it's almost like she was just
yeah.
begging for his
And he
attention.
said, "Is the ones that." Hmm?
I'm sorry.
No, no, go ahead, go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, yeah, no, it was just, and then finally he got sick of it, and he kind of snapped back at her like, "This isn't about you. This is about Gannon," as
Yeah,
if he needs to say that. Like, what?
right. And
Um,
before I forget, hi Alvin, hi Mooney, hello Miss Sarah. I see you hiding there. Deb Barbarian, Samantha Wells. Oh look, and Samantha Dixon, and we have Erica Wells. Look at that. She found us again.
wow. Yeah,
We've got
we
a
have
lot
a
of people
great
here
crowd.
tonight. This is great.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Okay, so yes, this presentation, we really wish, well, A, I wish I could see it, but B, we really wish that you know, they had done it earlier. They send us they give us all these people, right? That they give us the guy who does the cell phones, and then they give us the guy who does the tracking. They give us like four different guys, or I think one of them was a woman, to do
Right.
this, right?
Right,
Why not
right.
just bring this in first? Here you go. We made this. You
Yeah,
know.
it's almost like they have to include it into evidence
Yeah.
first, but it was so long and drawn out, but yeah, it was a lot of that information. He sent a text about this, but it really did put into perspective how much Letecia was planning, very, very selfish all the way through. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stay at the house whether you want me to or not. And Elle's like, whatever, I'll sleep on the couch, you can have the bed.
Yeah. And yeah, Mooney, you're right. So they have to get all the exhibits in to call a timeline witness. I get that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we just I don't know, just in the true crime community, we want the whole story first. Then we pick apart the pieces, right? But
Yeah.
we really kind of want the whole thing, and I
Yeah.
think that's what drives us because we want to know the answers. We want to know where and when and who and why, and
Yep.
and they had most of it except for the why. I think
Yeah.
they're shaky on the why, but
They
I will
are.
say
I don't think we'll ever know the why. I wonder if I
no.
can lower my camera. Can you please lower? How come you keep going up?
Oh no,
That
you look
didn't
good.
absolutely.
Cute hat.
Bad hair day.
I'll fix that for you. So
Uh,
let's see. What did we learn today?
Oh, and then the text that she sends to a friend to say, Al is hurting and
Yeah,
he's not talking to me. And if I was that friend, I would have been like, girl, what is wrong with you? Of course he's hurting. His son is missing. What?
right.
He's closing me out.
She
And then,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, and then the laughing between her and her
Yeah,
attorney.
yeah. Well, and there was one thing that really stuck out to me and kind of made me mad, and I can imagine how Al felt about this. And yes, Erica, you're right. I bet he hates every time they say her last name. He wants to take that away from her.
Stouch.
But
Stouch.
yeah, she would go back to being. Wait, I know this. What's her maiden name? Harden. Harden.
Harden.
She was Harden, Hardin before. But on the 27th, she texted Al and said, "We all know this, right?" She texted Al and said, "I left my phone at home, so just contact me through Gannon's or my watch." Right?
But
The
she sent
text
it
was
from
sent
her
from home.
phone.
Yes,
Yeah.
from home. From
That's
home.
so bizarre. I don't know why she did that.
I don't know.
That was a
Hmm,
jury question, right? That
I
was
don't
a
know.
yeah, it was a I think the jury after the prosecution or
Yeah.
yeah, or after they both said
Well,
they were done with.
the defense didn't go today, did they?
Yeah, yeah, defense went. They're done. They're gonna
Did they ask anything? 'Cause
yeah,
I watched
yeah.
it. I didn't see the defense.
Yeah, the defense actually asked
I
a
didn't see
few
the defense at all.
questions. They were dumb questions, like she was shackled when she was
Break it.
interviewed, and then
Mhm.
they go into um, just some other questions, but staying on the same level of insanity. They didn't question any text or any any basically
They
anything
go into it,
that
yeah.
had to do with
Where and
outside
when
of.
and how.
Yeah, exactly. It was just how she was interviewed and
Yeah.
just going back to the insanity thing.
Um,
Um,
Amy Aiello is pointing out that the Dr. Lewis documentary, HBO Crazy Not Insane, apparently now she thinks everybody has multiple personalities, including Ted Bundy. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it. I wasn't seeing it, Ted Bundy.
I
Again, that was
know,
brilliant. But I don't think, you know, yeah, I don't think so. Um,
but it was funny within
let's
the
see.
her messages or her Google searches.
Yeah.
She searches Casey Anthony.
Yeah. Like, well, and that reminds me of like Nicole Kessinger, right? Right outside the police station, there she is searching Amber Fry. It's
Yes,
like, who do they want to be? They want to be the next big whatever, which she
right.
is. She is. I'll give her that.
Oh my
Um,
God, everybody hates her. If in the crime community, everybody's talking about Leticia and Gannon. Like he
yeah,
is he
that's
his.
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Kevin Clark, um, and you could tell he wasn't buying her story either because they were like, oh yeah, he was like, this is the first rape story. And I
Oh,
just
oh yeah,
laughing because
he was not.
Yeah, there's nothing funny about that. What was funny was his reaction. And
Right,
they were like,
right.
well, did she? And sometimes they would say, Leticia said that. Is it true? And he'd be like, nope, nope. Like
Yep.
he was just really like, yeah, no, she didn't do it. Yeah,
Yeah. He does not like her at all. Are you talking about the last
yeah,
guy,
Clark.
or yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, Kevin Clark. Yeah,
Tim Clark,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Just he just seemed like when they asked him questions, when the prosecution did, the way he answered was just like, yeah, she didn't go there. Yeah, she didn't do that. She was here doing this. Like I liked him. I really liked him.
Right, 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 right. Um,
And well, I guess we get the answer about the military too, because they said Harley was supposed to go into the military, but
yep,
because of what happened, the crime, social media, she couldn't. And
yeah.
yeah,
Which, yeah, we were wondering, like, what she got dropped off there, but then
right,
once her mom got arrested, she's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, I can't do this." But
yeah,
her other Google searches, a face transplant, first can I get a new social security card if I go to a Indian reservation?
yeah, yeah. Um,
Oh, what did
yeah.
she
What was
say?
it?
Fingerprint? How can I change my fingerprints?
Yeah. How long? What was it? How long does it take to get DNA in Colorado Springs? She
Yes.
she didn't want to know in general. She wanted to know the whole and criminally negligent homicide in Colorado. Well, you know what, Leticia? I agree.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I mean, I don't know. I think that I was gonna look that statute up, and I think it's more like a manslaughter charge when you kill someone like in an act of passion, like we've talked about. Hold on a second.
Right.
Are you okay over there? I'm sorry, guys. My husband is having a choke fit tonight.
Oh, that's
Um,
okay.
and I can't mute him because I can't get my mute quick enough. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna look this up. But I was thinking, I think that is for if you murder someone and it's like I said, crime of passion. It's not something you planned. But I don't know what the statute is in Colorado Springs. I assume it's the same.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
it's like
assume
manslaughter.
too. Yeah. Right,
Criminally
right, right.
negligent. Yeah, criminally negligent homicide, more commonly referred to as involuntary manslaughter, and also referred to as negligent homicide, is a crime of causing another's death through criminal negligence. I can't talk tonight. So yeah, it involves more than like ordinary carelessness, inattention, or mistaken judgment. Like it's an accident. That's what she was looking up. Like maybe I'll get
Right.
charged with an accident.
Right,
No,
right.
that'd be
Exactly.
no. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so
Um,
Jericho Wells, and Kim, I need to know this. So, well, we need to talk about Judge or about Lewis, Dr. Lewis.
oh
Why
my
on earth?
gosh, did you
Why
watch
on earth
the
did
end?
she see? Well, I didn't see anything at the end. I was watching. What happened?
So so they excused the jury, and
Hmm.
then the prosecution said, Judge, I want you to know that the defense sent me an email. It was what's his name? Tolini.
Delaney? Yeah.
Yeah, Tolini sent him an email that said, hey, I want you to know that we and Dr. Lewis met for 3 hours yesterday, but all we talked about was her softball injury
Oh, good
that knocked,
grief.
she had a head concussion and knocked
Oh,
out
good
some teeth.
grief.
And so the judge said, "Oh, well, that whatever, you cannot include that. It's too
Mm-mm.
late.
Yeah.
If it's not in her report,
No.
then if you can show me in her report where she has
Yeah.
these injuries, then we can talk about it. But other than that,
Yeah.
if the prosecution opens the door for them to talk about
Yeah.
it,
Then yeah.
then they
And
can.
honestly,
But
um, I think that's kind of unprofessional. I don't think you're supposed to go see a defendant in the middle of a murder trial. I
yeah,
I'm not sure if that. I mean, the judge didn't say it was illegal, but it really sounds like witness tampering to me. I mean, we don't know that she's going to testify, but she is on the witness list.
yeah,
And
it's
then
like
you have
Dr. Lewis is just grabbing, reaching for straws. Like,
yeah,
why she should have already known all this. They should have already had this conversation,
right,
not the day before she's going to testify.
right,
Like, that's
exactly. Well,
ridiculous. What are you doing, Dr. Lewis?
And also think about this, she is not from there. So she flew in, she was here on Friday. So she's what, at her hotel on the weekend, and she's like, well, I just want to go see her. Can you
Yeah.
get me in to see Leticia Stauch?
Yeah.
No big
Yeah.
deal. I just want to talk to her for 3 hours. Really?
I've
Oh,
And so, yeah, he said you cannot bring any of that conversation in because the prosecution's like, how am I supposed to cross-examine something they didn't video record
right,
it or audio record any of it? So how can I
right,
cross-examine something that I have no idea about? And the judge agreed
exactly,
with him and said, "You're right. I mean, he used his own words, of course, but
right. She did submit a report on 4/16, April
hmm
16th. So that is the only thing she can testify to. And
right.
yeah, Erica Wells, it does feel illegal, and it feels like right. I don't understand why it wasn't recorded. It was at the jail. How is
I
it not
know.
recorded? You got
Right,
to
right.
figure those rooms. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's a lawyer. They can say they don't want to record that sort of thing.
Probably.
That I understand.
Probably.
But
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, what was she thinking? I'm just gonna, walk on over and just, talk to this defendant in a murder trial. I mean,
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
It feels shady. It feels illegal. You guys are right.
What
Yeah,
is Dr. Lewis? She's a professional. Like
she
she is
is.
supposed to be the best of the best. She sounds shady AF. I'm sorry. I don't know
Well,
who
she
she
does. Yeah.
is or what she's,
Well,
her accreditations or what, but she is just wild in this
I
case. And I am so curious to hear what she has to say tomorrow.
she was really at the forefront, especially of like this, not guilty by reason of insanity, and specifically DID. She was like one of the ones that, because there was a battle a long time ago. A lot of psychiatrists didn't believe that DID existed, and some did. She was like at the forefront, diagnosing people and saying that it was real. And she got a lot of accreditation, although she does have an enemy. And I really wish that they would have brought him in. Do you remember Dr. Park Dietz? He was
The
in
name
one of
sounds the
he was
name
in one
sounds
of the other
familiar.
videos. He is a forensic psychologist, and
Okay.
he really could have. I was hoping that maybe she would come in, and then they would have him as a rebuttal witness. But I do not
Okay.
see him on the. I've looked at the witness list again. I don't know in Colorado if they can do that. Like, if she comes up and says things that they want to rebut, just and then bring in an expert. I'm not
Right.
sure. I know they can rebut whatever is said. I just don't
Whatever
know.
is said. Right,
Right.
right.
Exactly. Yeah. And she may very well get up there and say that she believes 100% that, Leticia has DID. She would not be the first one to be fooled. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, she's extremely manipulative. She's not dumb. I mean, she does dumb things, but
Right, right. I would
she's
like to see that doctor or proof that she actually had this huge accident and got her teeth knocked out. It
yeah,
probably happened, but I don't know because Leticia, somebody said it, Leticia. That
yeah,
is
exactly.
100%. I don't know if what she's saying is ever true. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, or paid to say she has DID. Well, I'm wondering if the if the prosecution is going to ask her,
oh
what
my
do you get
God,
paid?
yes,
You know,
yes,
because she is a
100%.
paid witness. I'm
She is.
sure.
Oh gosh, I'm sure she's getting paid well, and she's got this show coming, so why not be part of the biggest case, that everybody's talking about to get my name
Yeah,
out there. I
exactly. And
I'm
and that's what a lot of people think, that she heard about the case and she was like, "Oh, I want some of this."
a few people on my live stream today were saying Leticia is supposed to testify Tuesday or Wednesday. Have you heard that? And if Dr. Lewis can't be objective and see
Mhm.
she's malingering, she shouldn't be practicing. Gosh, I agree.
I agree in the same.
100.
Yeah.
Yes. But I haven't heard that she's going to testify. The only thing that I know for
Mhm.
sure is they're going to bring the jury in tomorrow. The prosecution's going to rest. They're going to excuse the jury. It should take about 5 minutes. They're going to excuse the jury, and then the judge is going to talk to Dr. Lewis and tell her,
Yeah.
what
Stay
you
in your own
cannot
lane.
bring. Yeah, don't bring up that 3 hour conversation that you had. And so he's going to talk to her, and then they're going to bring the jury back, and then
Right.
she'll be there all day. That's the only witness they have for tomorrow is Dr.
Well,
Lewis.
and
So
she can. she can at the end say, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I don't know. If I were betting, I would bet 80 or 90% that she won't testify. Hey, Miss Tammy Kelsey. Hey, Carol Hearn. I see you guys. I'm sorry. I was just trying to get my thoughts together.
Yeah,
um,
I don't think she'll testify, but I the
no.
judge did say to her, "Remember those questions I asked you
Hmm.
yesterday?" And I don't know what that conversation was. They didn't elaborate at all.
Yeah.
So maybe she will testify because they had a conversation, and I don't
Yeah.
know. And he made her acknowledge that they had that conversation.
Yeah. Well,
This mystery conversation. She said, "Yeah," under her breath, and he's like, "Was that a yes?" And she's like, "Yes."
yeah. Yeah. I don't think that she will testify, but I mean, she could. She could change. I think a lot of times in cases like this, the defendant does not testify only because they don't want to mess up their appeal. They
Yep.
know that they're going to get convicted, and they don't want to. They don't want to muddy the waters anymore. By testifying themselves, which irritates me to no end because then we have to deal with an appeal because she's going to appeal. Um.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And
I don't know.
Jenny, when you say exonerate her, do you mean Lewis?
Gave her all the warnings. Testifying on behalf. Give me a second.
Huh. I would love to see Leticia testify too. That would and she's the type that would. If anybody like Ted Bundy, she is
Yeah.
going to put her face and get her last word. She is not
Yeah.
taking this serious at all. Like if you're laughing with your attorney and your attorney is not stopping or even acknowledging when the
Your bad
defense said,
behavior. Yeah.
yeah, the defense is like, I'm getting distracted because they keep laughing and they just don't
Yeah.
even look up or say I'm sorry or
And the jury is they're going to know that. They're going to see that. They're going to hear that. They heard it. And here they're
oh yeah,
watching not an intense presentation, but a good, well put together presentation. I really, really liked it. So they're watching that, and then all of a sudden she laughs about a Google search. That's not going to go over well with them. This is
right.
about a child's death. Did she forget that?
Yes, it is. Amy, so disrespectful. It is. She's not taking it serious. She does not care. She is a freaking psychopath. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, you are evil and you're just sitting there laughing just to get
Yeah.
attention. She's a attention seeker. Anybody she can get attention from, negative or positive, she wants to be heard, seen in the present. It has to always be about her. It's so
Yeah.
disgusting and
Um,
obvious.
diagnosis would be. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, Jennifer Dobbins and most people on here are saying the exact same thing, that if she did have alters, people would have known by now. You don't just wake
Right.
up one day and have an altar, that's going to kill an archangel. You got to throw that in there. But
Right, right,
um,
right, right.
and I mean, do we believe that story? With I saw a cape. I thought it was archangel, and instead it was Ganon with his blankets. What was that? Like, really?
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 Yeah.
Really?
Wh-
Oh, and
What book
and Marita
did you
couldn't come
read?
out because what?
I'm wondering what book she read, like a Marvels book or
Yeah,
something to come up with this
exactly.
crappy story.
Well,
I,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously she read Twilight or she watched the movies.
oh yeah,
But
Twilight.
and she's just bringing in all these characters, and the bottom line is, they showed the home video. They showed her and Ganon going inside. Never saw Ganon leave again. That's proof.
Hmm. Right,
That is proof. Even if you put aside the blood, he went in the house with her. He never came back out. I mean,
right.
on his own. He didn't willingly walk outside. So
Yeah.
yeah, and you're right, Tammy. She would be put in a protective custody, but probably forever. There have been cases where, who was it? Joshua Wade in Alaska. He killed two women. He probably killed more, but he killed two women, and he ended up in protective custody forever. Like that's where he's at.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
you don't get as much in protective custody. Like you don't get to hang out, talk to people. You don't. A lot of times you don't get the same privileges
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's
Yep.
not, and, for them, it's actually called a slammer. You can call it protective custody because nobody can get to you, but still, you know,
Right. Right.
yeah.
Right.
Because I don't think she would fare well in prison. Well, I don't know though. She's so manipulative that maybe I could see her, like,
There's
like,
any hole, she will find it. If
yeah,
there's a way, oh, she has the will to just keep searching, keep
yeah,
manipulating, keep finding any little loophole she could get
yeah,
to get her way, whatever that is. I don't,
yeah.
you know.
I I was going to look up. Thank you, Samantha. I'll do that. I was going to look up sentences for this in Colorado, but I really didn't want to be upset because
Yeah.
sometimes the sentence they get is not what you want.
Yeah,
Sometimes
like
it's not
23
right.
years, 23
Right.
to life, and they have a
Right.
chance for parole. Let me tell you, this is one person that I will definitely do a petition for.
Oh yeah.
I don't ever want her to see the light of day.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Speaking of seeing light of day, I don't know if any of you know, but Alexis Avila, the girl, I'm calling her girl, the 18-year-old woman who threw her newborn baby in the trash, the dumpster, the baby
Yeah.
lived. She was charged with criminally negligent homicide, I think. Anyway,
Mhm.
she was convicted, and today they gave her 16 years, which the
She'll
baby
probably be
didn't.
out in 8.
Well, but the baby didn't die, and I'm
Exactly,
surprised.
yeah.
I'm surprised she got that much. I mean, I
Well, you've
thought she
seen the
needed more.
video. You've
Right.
seen that video. I
I
16
thought she
years for
needed
me.
more, but
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Because she'll get good time day for day or whatever.
Oh,
So
yeah, and she'll
she'll
be
get
running
out.
people, and she'll be yeah, you're right.
But I
Yeah,
hope she comes out reformed. I hope that she learns something from this. I think she's just generally a bad person. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh,
Who
yeah.
you seen her? You seen the video? Like I showed you guys the video too. I don't know who was present at the time, but she literally in a trash bag just flung this
She just flew
baby
him. Bone
into the
gone.
garbage. Yeah, it was the most e- evil thing I've
Yeah,
seen in a long time. That
really,
was
and, she still, even on the stand, she did take the stand in her trial, and even on the stand, she didn't there was no emotion there. There was no The only time I saw any emotion on her face was right when they convicted her. When they said she was guilty, she looked like she was gonna cry. But that's it.
yeah,
She
yeah,
got there talking about her baby boy who ended up in a dumpster, then had to have all of these medical things done to him. Excuse me. And she literally, I don't think she thought she was going to get anything like this. I think she's got,
hmm
3 to 5, something like that. But
right, right,
I mean, I was impressed with the 16. I think she
yeah,
needs more, but,
right, right, right.
you have to take what you can get.
Exactly, exactly. It's crazy. I guess if I well, I didn't watch, so I bet it was the non-emotion that is why she got the 16 years. If she was showing like true regret and I made this
There
horrible
was none.
decision. Yeah.
Well, and the judge said that actually he could have given her 18 years. He took off
Okay.
2 years because of mitigation, and the mitigation, he said, was that she was young. He talked about how a young adult's brain isn't fully developed until they're 25. She was young. She had an undiagnosed mental health issue, and now she is diagnosed and taking medicine for it. So he kind of considered those mitigating factors, and he took 2 years off. But
Right,
yeah,
right.
he said to her, you have forever sentenced yourself. Forever you're gonna know you put your baby in a dumpster, and forever your son is gonna know you threw him away. He's
Oh,
gonna know that, you know?
oh, exactly,
So
exactly.
yeah.
If he may be guarded until maybe he starts going to kindergarten or whatever, but then after that, he's going to find
Eventually
out.
he'll find it.
He'll find out, and I feel horrible for him because your mother is supposed to be your protector, and he's gonna
Right.
find out that if he sees that video, as a
Yeah.
teenager, his
Right.
friends send it to him,
He's
he's
gonna
gonna be
see
like,
it
"What the
eventually.
fuck?" Yeah,
I mean,
it's gonna
I
mess
think
you
if
up
I was him, I would probably show it to him myself.
as a
Um,
parent.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would do it that way, but yeah, and I hate that, yeah, if she gets out early, she gets to have kids. That really bothers me. Really,
Mhm.
really, I mean, I thought I would watch part. I didn't watch her whole trial. I just watched parts. Most of it was doctors coming in and saying what happened to the baby. Uh,
Okay.
Mostly it was that. And then she did testify, and like I said, she said she had a, oh, what was that? She couldn't remember. She blacked out. She had a blackout starting
Blackout.
when she gave birth to 3 months after. And
Yeah.
I was like, really? Like, that's what you're going with, Yeah. And the jury didn't. The jury was like, when did you have your first blackout? And she said the date. I can't remember the date he was born. And the jury
Hmm.
was like, yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
mind. And yeah, Carol, and once it's on the internet and it never goes away, and her trial's on there. So they're going to,
Hmm.
they talked about him. So think about when he's 10, 11, 12, 13, you know,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, he is with his father. His dad's really young too. So, that's
Yeah.
going to be a struggle, but
It
at
sounds
least
like grandpa is helping out too. Like he
yes,
has
yes.
like a network
He does
with,
have a whole system. Yeah.
yeah,
He's got
which
like,
is good because,
oh, yeah.
I had my daughter at 17, and let me tell you, I was not grown enough to have a child that young. And so I had my whole family that was helping
Yeah.
out. So I couldn't have done it by myself, that's for sure.
No, I think about that all the time. If I had been young when I had my son Logan, I was 31, I think. But I think about that all the time, how I would have been. And I don't think I would have been a good mom.
Yeah,
I
yeah. You
think
you're just not mature enough to
no.
know right from wrong. At that age, you're very selfish,
Yeah, oh, you
and
have to be. That's how you
yeah,
find yourself. And
right.
um, yeah, I don't think I would have been a good mom.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
applaud you because I know that you were. I
Oh, I appreciate the comment, but so far from the truth. I was young and dumb, and it had, you know, yeah,
yeah.
I was not a good girl at that time. So luckily, I had a good support system. So,
Mm.
oh, yeah, we all do our best. That's for sure. I mean, she never went without. So,
So oh no, of course you didn't. That's who you are. That shows in every single video that you've ever made. That's who you are.
yeah,
I don't I think you're born that way. You're either born a good person, or you're not. I do think that people can get affected by outside forces, changes them a bit, maybe not to good and bad, but I think it's kind of fundamental. It's who you are.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like the
yeah.
base of you. That's just me. My opinion. I
Right.
mean, I don't know anything.
I don't,
I'm
yeah, you
definitely not
definitely
an
don't want to
expert in
see.
anything.
Right. Because the stuff that we cover are people who just literally don't care about their
Yes,
children. They choose
yes.
their men over them. They choose,
Ah,
in her case, she just didn't want to be, she just didn't want him to exist, but she didn't make any efforts to make sure he's okay. That's okay if she didn't
exactly.
want him. There's
Yeah.
plenty of people that
Yeah.
want babies,
We
especially
talked about that.
newborns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about all of the safe haven boxes, and
Hmm.
I saw a news clip where the same thing. They were showing the safe haven box that she drove right past, and they were like, "It's right here, and there's a sign, and it's got this light
Hmm.
on it. It says safe haven." And yeah, so yeah, I'm really kind of. That's what I was telling you. I'm really kind of tired of parents. It's usually women. Nothing against women, guys. I'm not against any race, any sex, any race, anything. But there's a lot of women who sacrifice their kids for their love life. They let the
Hmm.
men hurt their children,
Yep.
and it's like, yeah. Well, I mean,
And
it's all
at
the
what
time.
expense? Yeah. So you got this guy who's beating you and maybe going and buying you a few drugs, but
Yeah,
dude, just sacrificing your kid just so he'll stick around and be mean to you more? What?
exactly.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I
Yeah.
I wish
Um.
somebody would.
Well,
So we're
I
coming
think
to an end with this case. I don't
we
know.
are.
How if the prosecution has, well, Dr. Lewis tomorrow, and I don't know what Wednesday looks like, or if she'll wrap it up tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I don't know,
Yeah.
Wednesday or Thursday or Wednesday or Friday, we should be on the home stretch with this one. I'm telling you, I cannot wait to hear what the jury has to say. I'm going
Um,
to be glued. I will do a live stream with
yeah,
the verdict.
absolutely. Yeah.
I will be
Um,
there. I'm going to be in Vegas, so my background's going to be a little bit different, but
you're going
um
to Vegas? You're not
yeah.
taking me? What's going on here? You can't go without me. Come on
Yeah.
now.
I'm leaving. I'll be in Vegas at 2:15 on Wednesday, so then I'll still do my live stream on
Okay.
Wednesday at
All right.
the normal time, but I will have a different background. I'll
Okay.
just
You're gonna do one like this?
I'm gonna do StreamYard, but I'm gonna do it from my laptop, so
Oh,
the
right. So we
camera,
can see the yeah.
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 So my camera might be a little wonky. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how good the camera is in my laptop,
Yeah. Figure
but
it
yeah.
out.
Oh, Carol, I will be on the edge of my seat too. Let me tell you, I already have butterflies in my stomach because
Yeah. Because it's
I
getting
want to
there.
know. Yeah, but it does sound like the jury's asking good questions. That question about her phone. Did she use her phone to text them to say she was leaving her phone? Not like I forgot it or
Yeah,
nothing. No,
yeah,
it was like a
from I know.
plan.
Was it
Yeah,
from I don't remember. I'm sure he said, and I could go back through it, but it should have been from Gannon's phone. But just the fact that she was in the house
right.
while she was telling him, "Sorry, I left my phone at home." Like, come on, woman. Like,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah.
And let's see, Crystal Brooks, welcome. Sorry it's late. Tabitha asked if we would follow the Sarah Boone case. Sarah's the Sarah is the defendant who zipped her boyfriend or fiance up in a
Oh,
suitcase.
that's
Remember?
an interesting case. I don't know what to think about that one. I think she was drunk. She made a bad decision.
She
But I don't think she was
I
trying to
think so.
murder
Yeah.
him. She's
No,
just,
I don't
but she
either. But
she waited so long to call the cops, and then didn't she like clean up too? She like cleaned
um,
up something in the hallway or something. There was
well,
like
I don't
bleach
know.
in it.
The neighbor said that they heard because see Jorge had all these bruises all over his head, and they said they heard what they thought was someone like rolling a ball or bouncing something down the stairs because their stairs are right on the wall for their living room, so they can always hear when they're coming down the stairs. And they said it sounded like something like rolled or fell all the way down the stairs, right?
Right,
And I
right.
think it was him, you know. But yeah, the video,
The
yeah,
video, and
it's
you can hear him saying,
Sarah,
"Help! I
like,
can't breathe."
come on, babe, I can't breathe, and yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, "Fuck you."
Oh, that's right. Tabitha Fisher is
That's
right. They are currently, this is her seventh lawyer. Each one has left because of irreconcilable differences. But yes, they are getting an expert to say she was suffering from battered. It would be, I think it'd be battered partner syndrome because they weren't married.
or
But
married, yeah.
I don't know if that's going to help her. I mean, when in those cases, a lot of times you have to be being injured at that time. I'm
Mhm.
not saying that he didn't hurt her. There are pictures, and he did go to jail for it. They fought. She went to jail for it. So
Right,
I'm not
right, right.
not saying that, but I am saying that you know, yeah, I don't know. She, I don't know that I don't know that's the way to go. But I mean, if they're going to do it, what else are they going to do?
Yeah,
Just say. I kept waiting for her in her interrogation to just say, "I'm sorry, I fell asleep. It was an accident." The
right.
girl couldn't say the words. It was no malicious, no
Couldn't.
intent. And one
Yep,
time,
yep,
it was
yep.
no malicious content. You know,
Oh, yeah, her whole interview and everything, it was just
yeah,
weird, but then even after she knew, like, what was he thinking? I I
yeah.
I'm not judging, he has a
Well,
family and he's a victim, but why did he get in the suitcase?
well,
Like,
I don't know.
what were
It
you
says
thinking?
she said that it was like he just said he could fit in there. He was going to try it. It was like a joke, right? But the thing is, in other lives that have been focused on her, people have said that they were going to try it. Like there was a guy who said he was going to go ahead and try to get in a suitcase, and he said, if I don't come back, you'll know that my wife didn't let me out." So
Right,
but
right,
people
right.
people are doing it, fitting in suitcases, and yeah. But it's not, and that's the funny thing. She says, we were playing hide and seek, and she touched him. She's like, "Go, Sarah. That's not how you play hide and seek."
Yeah.
You know, that's how you play tag. But
Yeah, like I can fit into the suitcase, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. You zip me
exactly.
up,
Right, Patricia.
and
I'm
then
a straight A student, and it was not intentional.
oh my gosh. Yeah, her interrogation in her videos, I'm just like, "Oh, wow." And then she, like, fake cries, and then her whole
Yeah,
thing was just odd.
it's bad.
And while they were there, the camera, if you guys seen the police, what is that called? Body cam?
Mhm.
She
Oh
just
yeah.
kept on she's an alcoholic, so she just kept on asking, "Hey, can I go grab my Dr. Pepper? I
Hmm.
just need my Dr. Pepper." And they're like, "Sorry, you can't go in the house." And she's like, "It's not on the house in the house." Or her cigarettes. She wanted her cigarettes too. Her cigarettes were on the back porch or the
Yeah,
picnic table or something. And they were like, "Sorry, we can't let
yeah,
you go anywhere." And she's like, "I just need my cigarettes, my Dr. Pepper."
yeah. But she was literally like, okay, you don't know what did she say? You don't know anything about me. You don't know
You
me.
don't know anything about me.
I'm good at everything. I always say, I'm like, well, what, were you good at trying to kill Jorge? Because it worked.
It
You
worked.
know, what an
What you
insane this was. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. Hang on here. I got a little issue. Come here, baby. Okay.
little kitty.
Yeah. One of my older girls, she's not doing so well, and for some reason, my younger cat wants to fight with her about it. I don't know. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I just had to break up the fight. Okay.
Come on, that's like the prosecution and the defense. It's your kitty.
Exactly.
They
Exactly.
hate
I'll be
each
right back.
other.
I just need to, yeah, yeah. Um. So, yeah. The thing about Sarah Boone, I think that we're gonna have to wait forever. Like, like
You
really,
think?
really.
Oh, well, she
It's
keeps
been
firing her attorneys, but maybe not
right.
because Leticia did the same thing, and I think it moved kind of fast. It's
Yeah,
2020, and they
yeah.
arrest. Yeah, I don't know. We'll
And
see.
I agree, Tammy. I think that the Dr Pepper probably had alcohol in it.
Abs 100%. Then that comes from an alcoholic myself,
And
for sure. She wanted something to calm her nerves, and
right,
yeah,
she's when she got in jail. Oh my gosh, kicking that habit. I can't in jail.
she was shaking for sure. I know it.
You know,
Because
yeah.
she didn't work, as far as I know, right, guys?
No,
She didn't
no,
work. She
no.
got they got like small checks each month.
Yes.
They're behind on everything. The baby, her kid's father, her
Hmm.
ex-husband,
Yeah.
seemed like he was a really nice guy. He's like, she goes through these benders. She won't pick up, the the child's name, whoever that is.
Right.
And so, yeah, give me that gin. She was fiending, man. She asked about 1,000 times. I'm like, I know that's not just a Dr. Pepper because you just be asking for some water. Like, I'm just very thirsty. Give me anything. She's like, I want my Dr. Pepper. Girl, I can see right through you.
Exactly.
Oh, what'd she say? Oh, she also said that knowing what she did was punishment enough. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you kill
Okay.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
gosh.
intentionally, over and over, and yeah, it was a good day. No one was out of sorts. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
We what was it? We sat on the porch and we had cigarettes, and then we painted. And was it paint, puzzle, and play? Something I can't remember. She sat there all night the night before trying to figure out what she was going to say.
oh,
It's
for
the dumbest
sure.
thing I've ever heard. And did you hear her 911 call? Mm. Did you not?
I vaguely remember. I was following it for a minute, but then I kind of, backed off because I'm like, nah, she's just saying the same thing.
It's too
It's not.
much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
it's.
Yeah. But oh, hang on one second here. I think I'm
But
losing you.
I'm
Give me
kind
one
of on
second.
the fence. Like I know it wasn't intentional, but she should get in trouble for it. I mean, you don't
Sure.
record it, throw him down the stairs, and
Well,
then
yeah.
grade him. And I'm sure she did not know he was going to die. I
No,
mean, she went
I
to
don't think
sleep
she meant
thinking,
to kill him.
yeah.
Right. I
I
mean,
think
maybe
she
cuddle
wanted
him,
to
maybe throw him
rough him up.
inside. Right. She said to that cop, she said, "Well, I thought, he can do 5 minutes." And she said it like he he's an ass. I am always, getting beaten up by him, so he could take 5 minutes in a suitcase. And the cop was like, 5 minutes for what? He did not jump on that. He was like, no, no, no. But yeah, I wondered the whole time just why she didn't just say it was an accident.
Yeah. Yeah. And just own it. Like,
Yeah,
please watch 2-minute video of him dying if you didn't yet, and
yeah,
also her interrogation. I watched
yeah.
her interrogogation. I wasn't like writing
Yeah,
notes or any. I don't
right,
really remember everything
right.
that she said, but I did see or hear the video as well, and I was just my jaw hit the floor.
Um,
I was like, what are you
yeah,
doing? That is so mean. Like it
um,
I know this was a guy that was mean to her and she was trying to get revenge, but I'm just like,
yeah,
he says he can't breathe. Like,
yeah. He's like, Sarah, I can't breathe.
breathe. Yeah.
Babe, I can't breathe. JCS just recently did a video, and has her interrogation. It has the video. It has the
Okay.
video she took. So if you want, that's a good one to watch. They
Okay.
do kind of
Yep.
a little bit of analysis, but and everything they said is spot on because Sarah's not that hard to figure out. We
Right.
all just figured her out right here.
Right. Right.
So yeah. And someone asked, I'm looking for it. Someone asked if we were going to follow a Clenny trial. Is that the OnlyFans model? I cannot remember her first name. Kim, do you know?
Ah, I
You
just
know
know
the
her as the
OnlyFans model who
OnlyFans
killed
girl.
her?
I do. Yeah. She was rich, rich. Like she had a lot of money and
Yeah, and
she
her
was
trial's
ghetto
supposed to be
as
coming up.
yeah,
Yeah,
she was super ghetto for being a millionaire. Like what? I mean, what she is a
right, right.
OnlyFans model. I mean, I'm not judging her for that because you can make
No,
some
no,
money.
no. You can be naked if
Obviously,
you want. We don't care.
I don't
Yeah,
care. Do
we
you?
don't.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
not
yeah, we
hurting
don't care if you're
anybody.
naked. No.
Yeah, you're not involving any husbands or children or you know what I mean. Then you do you, and you make the world happier and whatever.
Yeah,
But how she act, like punching her boyfriend, and he would just oh my god, when they were in the elevator and she's, like, punching him and she's
yeah,
almost
yeah.
getting evicted
And he was
from
trying to get away. I mean, it's very obvious. But
mhm.
a lot of juries don't go that way. They don't believe that the man, they don't. I mean, they don't believe that the woman is the aggressor. So I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I personally,
Right,
this is
right,
just me, just my opinion, and I'm not any, just a girl sitting on her couch, like Kyla says.
right.
But I, excuse me. I think that they show all those. My belief is that she was attacking him like she always had. It wasn't the first
Mhm.
time we saw the video. There's another video of her in the car. He's trying to drive somewhere, I think, and she just gets out like in the middle of nowhere, and there's like this big fight about nothing. But the point is, she's always um, fighting with him and always being aggressive and physical.
Right, right.
Nothing
Everybody
like
knew it too, yeah.
right. Yeah, and everybody knew that. So I don't know. It depends, I guess, on the jury and what they bring in. But I bet you they'll do the same thing. They'll bring in you know, a, an expert on domestic violence. I bet they
Yeah,
will.
yeah. And she what did she say? She threw the knife at him, but then they're saying
Yeah,
that's impossible, that
yeah.
she
Like you're
she
gonna
just
hit
threw it
that.
in his direction or something, and
And it wasn't even a big knife. It just so happened that where
it
she got
hit
it,
the artery, yeah.
right, and he bled out very fast. But yeah, she tried to say like she threw it across the room. What are you, an expert knife thrower? I mean, come on, show
I
me.
know, right?
Right. Oh, if you got it, yeah, I want threw it 10 feet. That's right, Minnie. I wanna see, these skills that you got.
Right,
But,
right.
but
How
yeah.
did you learn to
Right. How
yeah.
did
And
you
why
learn to
are
do
you
that?
throwing a knife at somebody? Like, that's dangerous. Like,
I
you
don't
know what you're getting into. Either she said she was drunk, they were both drunk, they're always
yeah.
drunk. Yeah. I'm
Well,
telling you, I've been drunk a million times and I've never wanted to
never
throw a
killed
knife at
anybody.
somebody. Never even wanted to throw a knife, not even
Yeah,
like to not kill
exactly.
them. It's so
Exactly.
bizarre.
And there was that other incident they had. I think they were in Vegas. They went there for something, and she kicked him out of the hotel room, and
Mhm.
that there was this whole thing where she ended up getting arrested because she had hurt him. So yeah, she got arrested for that. I mean, all the time, but all of a sudden we're supposed to believe that she threw this tiny little knife from 10 feet away and just hit the mark. No, no.
Oh, you're gonna have
I'm
to come up
sorry. I
with a
know
better
that's little.
story. And she's
Yeah,
covered in his blood. Oh my god, you guys seen that video when she's on the deck or
yeah,
whatever?
yep,
Jeez. Ooh.
yeah. And then when she's sitting in the interrogation, I don't know if you've seen her interrogations. She's sitting in her interrogations, she's constantly like rubbing her hands because she still got blood all over her.
Mhm.
She had her foot underneath her when she was sitting in the interrogation room, and she went to move it out, and she realized that there was blood all over her socks and legs. She's freaking out a little, which, you know,
Right, right, right.
yeah,
Yeah, I haven't
just
been
yeah,
following that case too much. I've watched a little bit of it
yeah,
as you know, it pops up in my
right. Me too. That's
recommended or
all I've done.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I've been dabbling in it. I'll keep up with it, but I am not following it as close as other trials. I have a
there
lot of
is been. Oh, go ahead.
I have a lot of cases coming up,
Yeah,
so I'm doing a lot of research, and Jeannie's doing a lot of research on um,
which is
these poor babies that we're going to be talking about. So,
that's what we do.
yep, There's only so many hours in the day. That's for sure.
Right. The other trial that's coming up, which we won't get to see because it's federal. Um, do you remember? Oh, I can see her face. I can't remember her name. So her and her mom went to Bali, and she also had brought her boyfriend to Bali, and
Yes,
they killed her, put her in the suitcase. Well,
yes,
okay, so she did 10 years in Bali
yes,
prison, and the
yes.
judge said he was only giving her 10 because she was pregnant. Right.
Right, right.
The
But that was
boyfriend.
a Bali thing. That was
Right.
their
Right.
justice system.
Tommy got like 17 years. So as soon as she was released from jail, she was basically evicted from Bali. Like they made her leave. So she's like, okay, great, I'm gonna go home. She was headed to California, I think, and she had a layover in Chicago
Yeah,
here airport. And so the feds picked her up um for the conspiracy to commit murder because they did that in the United States. So it's a federal crime. They don't film them. They don't allow any kind of stream, any kind of audio, none of that. So
yeah, yeah.
we will
It,
just have to
I'm
deal.
so glad that's happening
Yeah,
because 10 years is not enough time
no,
for what
no,
she did. It was
no.
premeditated.
Yeah,
It was evil, it's selfish, and then you see her in that Bali jail. It's
yeah,
so much different than here. It's just like it's like a little party for them.
exactly, exactly. Can you imagine what she's going through now? Because she's in a Chicago jail, and she's
Yeah.
been there for I don't know close to a year now. They've had to push back her case a couple of times because um, she was having problems getting in contact with her lawyers because of COVID. That's when it all started. So she's I don't know. She's at the point now where she's got a lawyer, but also her little girl. Um, she's obviously 10 years old. She came back with her, and so she went to foster care, and now Tommy's mom, so that'd be the grandma, and who else? There's like three people fighting over this little girl. She
Aw.
wants she wants the baby to go to I don't know this friend she has, and the grandparents are
Okay.
saying no, right? So yeah, I don't know. Um, she named her daughter my name. Oh, sorry, Dead Barbarian. That's terrible. And yes, there are a lot of crazy cases going on right now. It really
Yeah.
bothers me that the West case, Trezell and Jacqueline, that's
Yep.
going on. It's
Right.
audio
Right.
only, but it's going on. And then you've got Lori Vallow, same thing. You can't watch
Audio
it.
only.
Audio only.
I can't follow audio only
No,
cases
no,
unless I'm going
no.
to cover them, then I'll do that, but
Yeah.
I don't get into just I don't know. I should because I listen to podcasts, at
Mm.
nighttime,
See,
but
I don't.
I li I
I have
listen
a
to
problem with you listen to what?
I
Tell.
listen to podcasts, like crime podcasts, and they put me to
Gotcha.
sleep.
Well, I usually put on trials or interrogation videos. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I just do.
Yeah.
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 Um, I don't do podcasts. I don't know. I have to see things. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I have to. Um, Tina Turley. She's wondering about Kohlberger's defense witness is going to get him off scot free. I don't think so. Um, I don't know. The Idaho case drives me crazy, but it's going to be a while before he goes to court.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, there is a lot going on. That's the sad thing about it is I will never run out of cases. It's just a
right?
daily thing, it seems, and a lot of them aren't even that publicized.
Nope.
It just depends on the
Look
area
at
that
the
they live in.
little girl that ended up in the bucket.
Oh
You
my
know,
gosh.
her name is
What's their name?
I've
I
got
can't
them.
remember. Anybody in the chat know the
I
bucket
cannot
lady? That was she must be insane. There's no way
see.
a sane person does that. That is wild.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna get it. I did have her name and
It's
his name, and yeah.
Idaho
So she
case? Is
just
that what it Yeah, I was
what?
bowling. Yeah, Mooney. I did hear that she said she was bowling. Or was it
No,
bowling?
you're kidding. Well,
I thought she said she was bowling with this head. She's carrying what the
oh good grief. Oh good grief. Oh gosh, I had it. Hang on a second. She's got a folder.
Taylor
Let me find it.
Shabusiness? Shabusiness?
No, that's not her. Dang. Okay, hang on.
I don't know. It's not important if you I was
No,
the
right.
only one
Okay.
who fell asleep
But
listening to podcasts of
I
true
mean,
crime. Tammy, I'm right with you.
what was that?
Tammy said she thought she was the only one that could fall asleep listening to podcasts of true crime.
Oh yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
I don't know. It's sick. I should probably
Yeah.
listen to something more positive, but hey, whatever works.
Okay. The little girl's name was Bella Fontenelle. She was a kindergartner,
Oh, okay.
and the well, the girlfriend, the one that killed her, she has like four names. That's why I don't have it because she literally goes by
Oh,
like four different things. So,
okay.
but let's see if I can find it down here.
Find that little girl. Yeah.
So,
What
okay,
she did it was her boyfriend?
yeah, it was
I
her
don't know much
boyfriend's
about
6-year-old daughter, and she was 43 years old. Her name was Hannah Landon. She was arrested that Wednesday by Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office, and for the alleged slaying of Bella Fontenelle. And I mean, they got the video of her. You know, the first thing I
Bella
thought when I saw
Fontenay.
her, Bella Fontenelle. Yep. Which is a pretty name. But
It is. It is.
I was watching that and I was thinking, first thing I thought was that she's crazy, like actual crazy. You know?
Like crazy, crazy. Like you have
Yeah,
to
like
be a special
actual
kind of crazy.
right, like certified
But she
crazy. That's what I
she
thought.
did she call her boyfriend and tell him that she put the bucket in in the
I don't
yard,
know. I know that
or
they
did
were
she call the
looking for
cops?
him. Well, the dad. Well, no, the dad had him. It was like his time to have him, right? And when he got up, the kid was gone. So he goes and he goes to the police and everything, and then they had to go to the mom and tell the mom that child was missing. Right? The mom was at
Right,
work, so they didn't go
right,
to
right.
her house right away. There's no reason to. So they were looking for the kid when he was sitting right in the front yard. Yeah,
Let me see.
she sitting in
Right,
the front
right,
yard.
right.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
Google
So
her. Let me Google her name.
and she does have
Fontanelli.
like yeah, she's like six names. She has an alias. Let's see.
Story.
Coroner releases cause of death. Oh, there was okay. Well, that is one thing. And I know it's hard to hear, but we do have to at least
No,
acknowledge.
Alayla. Sorry, I'll let you back in. Okay, just give me a couple minutes. She just loves to come in here. All
Okay.
right, I'm gonna show you guys this screen.
So the
Let's see
coroner
here.
released the cause of death for Bella, and he also put a statement out. I want to add that Bella's body was intact, and contrary to public speculation, there was no dismemberment of any kind. So, yeah, there
Aw.
is a Google. I never. That's
Oh
this.
my gosh, look how cute she is. What
I
the heck?
yeah. I just
That
yeah.
is
It's
Louisiana.
yeah.
Louisiana.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because when it said Jefferson Parish, I knew that they have parishes instead of counties.
Okay.
But let's see. I'm just waiting for this cause of death. I'm assuming it's positional asphyxiation. I'm I'm assuming that she put her in there alive. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Let's
Okay,
see
hang on
here.
a second.
Police launch an investigation of Bella's father. Oh, that's her.
Hang on.
Wow. You got crazy in
No,
your eyes. Look at her eyes. Doesn't she look
um,
evil?
yeah,
I always say
that's not.
that.
Yeah.
I feel like, but yeah, I don't know.
You say
Wow.
what?
Oh, here's her carrying she in a wagon.
Yeah. Hang on. So the coroner said, hang on,
Oh, 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 oh. Ah, stop. How do I stop
manual
that?
strangulation.
Can you guys hear that? Oh,
You can probably hear mine. So she had, hang on, let me back up just a little. There is a blunt force injury, multiple, hang on. It's always blunt force injury. Always. Okay. So it's manual strangulation along with blunt force injuries to the head. So yeah. Yeah.
okay. She
I don't
seemed a
know if
little
she's gonna
bit
go
out
for
of
it,
it.
pain
Yeah.
defense, but yeah, yeah. Oh, Tammy, are we having coffee? Is it good coffee? I make terrible coffee. And we just got a Starbucks. Literally, our town had nothing. It didn't even have any kind of like shit. No coffee shop you could go to. Nope. Yeah. Nope.
My niece is she loves coffee shops. She likes to go work from coffee shops and stuff. And we were looking at a house, and the coffee shop was too far away. This where
She's
we
like,
looked
no.
at was like, well, was like off where we live now is like city, city, city. You guys have seen it on my second channel where
Yeah.
it's busy. There's places
Yeah.
everywhere. Koreatown. There's restaurants. There's some of the best
Yeah.
restaurants are here in Koreatown, and we're looking outside because I want it to be a little bit quieter.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, there's no coffee shop around here because we both don't have cars. So you have to walk.
And you're right, Amy. It's 90% of the time when a child is killed, it's by the boyfriend and the mother. I can't. I know that there are statistics the other way, but recently I've had so many cases that were like that. The mom was involved. She knew. She let it happen. It just yeah. I don't know.
Right, right,
I'm
right.
a little
But
done
she
with
was
it, and I don't
fighting.
know.
And are you
Huh?
still talking about Bella?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. It sounds like she was arguing with the mom.
the, the stepmom. Well, the girlfriend.
Yeah,
That
was
woman, I don't think she's married to him. I think she's just his girlfriend. That's what she's been
right,
calling.
right. Let me see what this says right here.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
on
report
March
did say
17th, the two women got into a physical altercation during a children's swim meet, and Bella's dad had to intervene, according to the court filing cited in the news outlet. Meantime, the community remembered. Okay, yeah, remembered her, of course. Restraining. Okay, so a petition for a temporary restraining order shows that the conflicts between Landon and Zeldon dating back to 2021. So it
told
must
you
be
she
her
has another
mom.
name. I told you she has another name.
Well, no, it's between two people. I think it's between
You think her and the mom had a
dad,
fight?
her little sister, and Landon in a home just blocks away from her mother. So I think it was the mom of Bella and the
Yeah.
girlfriend got into an altercation, if I'm reading that right.
And then even after it settled down, because they weren't in an altercation when it happened, the mom was at work. So yeah, maybe it was just as simple as revenge.
I
I
think it
yeah.
was. I think it was just revenge. I think she's just an evil, evil person. Oh, I forgot. I'm not even showing you guys the screen. I'm sorry. There you
Mm-mm-mm.
go.
You're just looking at Ducky.
There we go. Yeah, it says right here.
Uh,
A petition, temporary restraining order, conflicts between them. They had a physical altercation during a swim meet. So, anyways,
no,
I don't know much about this.
yeah, Erica was not a bucket of acid. It was not. It was just like a 5-gallon paint bucket, one of those
And
big
she,
ones.
and she
Yeah,
put it in a wagon and she hauled it right over to his
yeah.
house.
There's a ring video of her just walking down the street, and I don't think anybody would have stopped her or thought anything was wrong. I mean, you might think it's weird. What's that lady doing? In the middle of the night with a
Right.
bucket? But you wouldn't think that she just committed homicide. I don't think you'd go there, you know? Yeah.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
mm, looks like
There's
there's
just
a lot of people in Virginia. Tina Powers, Nancy Moonrush. Yep, I'm in Virginia too.
wow.
Yeah. Um.
They're gonna come visit you.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Come, bring it home. Bring it home. I have to put my notepads away though. I don't know if you guys know this. When I do research, I write everything down. Actually, handwrite in notebooks. I don't type notes.
Mm,
I can't.
yeah,
It's just not. I can't do it. And
yeah. I used to do
I was
that.
gonna start this one. My
It's
husband
so
said to
time
me,
consuming.
"Yeah, my, it is." And one time, my husband just recently said to me, "Why don't you just use a digital notes?" And I looked at him. I'm like, I put my hand out. Hi, I'm Jeannie. Have you met me? Like, like,
Right, 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 right.
do you not know how I work? Like, yeah. And yes, guys, I like Mike too. In that chapter, I actually
Yeah,
got,
I
I
listened
actually
to all
got,
his podcast. Yeah.
yeah. I didn't listen to the podcast, but I do watch the, his episodes. But at Christmas, I got my husband, "Let's Give It a Goo" shirt because he just freaking loves
Oh,
Mike.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He covered the Bosnia. I think it was Bosnia case. It was like a two-parter. It was
Mm,
really good and it was messed up. It happened a long time ago and it was like
yeah.
outside of Russia and they were on a cruise ship
Mm,
and he like was a pirate or yeah, kind of like a um
pirate.
yeah, so he took over the cruise and then sunk it
Oh,
and then like tortured kids and there's
yeah.
not enough food so he was like eliminating oh my gosh it was a messed up story but
Wow.
anyways AFC yep he
I've
covers all
never
the
heard of
current
it.
child cases of abuse he never runs out of cases to watch and he covers like current what's happening now
Yeah.
cases which I get a lot of
You're talking about, you're
cases
talking
from
about
like
Mike?
I'll no AFC
Oh, gotcha.
um
Okay.
yeah he has a different style than than a lot of others but he covers like I'll go back and look at old ones and I'll watch him do like a summary of them and I'm like that's an interesting case and then you follow it through like what happened because
Right.
it he covered it a year ago are they in trial and what's happening now so yeah I like that
Yeah. Yeah.
all right
I was trying to think
so
of what else I wrote down today for it's funny because I have started calling her Felicia. I don't mean to, but I start to say her name and I just say Felicia. So now that's
bye
it.
Felicia
Hi, Felicia. Yeah.
yeah
But
so
I
I
was
think
trying
we're
to
gonna
see. Go ahead.
I think
Go
we're
ahead.
going to what did I say? Oh yeah, the teeth knocked out thing. So I think I don't know. I think we're going to be wrapped up in the next couple of days. I with the Letecia case. What are we going to do with our time,
I don't
guys?
know. We gotta find something. We gotta find a case to cover. We have all
Right,
these people
right.
here. We had 100
Exactly.
a little bit ago. Right now we have 81. So, and
Yeah,
thank you for all of you coming. This is great.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah, if you guys have would like us to continue this, maybe I can start a second channel or something like that and we can do more lives and
Yeah,
talk about cases that are going on if
sure.
you're up to it, Jeannie. But
Yeah, I'm in. I
all
like
right.
this. I like that we get to talk about it because I think it like makes the case better for me, real. When we talk it out,
Oh yeah,
we go the theories.
exactly.
So yes, I love it, and I would actually absolutely be in.
Right, right. Mike's cute in a weird way. Who agrees with me that chapter? He's like a nerdy cute, like but he's funny and he has a potty mouth. Like I like him so
Yep,
much.
yep. No, Jamie Reed, I do not have a YouTube channel. I'm a behind the scenes person. I don't want a YouTube channel. Thanks, but no thanks. Because
Maybe you'll change your mind in a year or something.
I've spent so much in my life. I don't think I could do that too. I mean, I know how much work you put into it. The recording, the editing, just all of it. So I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah.
No channel. You can find me wherever Kim is. That's how it works.
My right hand woman.
Yeah, that's where you'll find me.
I have a crush on that chapter. Same.
Yeah,
Same. Is he I think he has a girlfriend, darn it.
I think he does too. Yeah. Speaking of, our former FBI agent, I believe he's married. I'm so
Ugh.
sorry to just drop that bomb on you, but
Ugh,
yeah.
why are all the good ones taken?
Oh, Emmy said that Mike
Married.
is married. Wow. Yes, Mooney. I think it would be great if we could find more trials or yeah, something like that. Because you know what happens a lot. We will see something in the news. You will send me a clip, and you're like, "Look at this," and it's happening right now. And then it loses traction, and nothing happens. You
Right.
know, we
Yeah.
could even talk about those.
Yeah.
Ones that are
Cases
happening
that aren't
right.
getting enough coverage. Sure.
Exactly, exactly. And those cases a lot of times you don't know everything when the case is new. We could even put, two cases in an episode that you know what I'm saying. Just a idea. I don't know.
Right. Absolutely. And if you guys have some suggestions, please
Oh yeah.
let us
Yeah. If
know.
you have suggestions, go ahead and put them in here. I'll write them down for her. Um yeah, even her neighbor didn't want to give Sarah water. Nobody wanted to help Sarah.
Oh, she just
Yeah,
wanted her Dr. Pepper. She didn't want you.
yeah.
But I don't think she was I
Dr.
don't think her
Pepper.
neighbors were a fan of her either, because
No.
they were always, like, fighting and cops are coming and
Yeah. Yeah. Erica said, "I like that. I like that idea. Something we could do our own research on, and it went away.
meet
Meet to
to a
discuss.
discuss.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would love
Absolutely.
that,
Like focus on
Erica.
the case. Yeah, I think that'd be great. Maybe people who don't know the case would come in and get into it too. You know, but yeah, I think it would be a great idea.
You're
I'm
right.
in.
I'm in too. Guess who came into a serial killer? What? Guess
I
who
turned a guess who game into
into a serial
serial
killer?
killer
Guess.
guests. There are so
Mm,
many.
who's the most popular? Probably not Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Probably Dahmer. I know. Israel Keys is really getting traction.
Oh,
Um,
Israel
he's
Keys.
he's really bad at. If I'm correct, don't quote me. But I think he's the one who stored these buckets like kill kits around the not around his house, but like
He
in
was
other states.
smart. He
Yeah,
was
so he would go to a
calculated.
place. Yeah,
Yeah.
he would go to a place and then kill them. Yeah, yeah. And I think too, he was the one who he took that girl. I think he took the girl from the coffee shop and he told her that he was gonna get a ransom, and so he was gonna have her post for a paper, but he killed her first. I don't know,
Yeah.
he got angry, and so then
Yeah.
he posed her with her eyes open, holding that newspaper, and sent that picture to her parents.
Braided
She
her
was dead.
hair, used his girlfriend's makeup. It's so creepy. Oh.
I mean, just wow, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't been anywhere near him, so I don't know, but yeah, no,
Mooney, I have a
yeah,
script for Shanquilla. I I have it ready to go. I don't know. I've had it for like 4 months. I'm just sitting on it. I want to cover it. I have a script for it, but I was hoping that we would know more about getting them filing charges.
yeah,
Um, but I don't know. Nothing's happening. It's like a standstill. I wish more people would talk about it because that was her friends messed her up.
yeah, yeah. Um, Amy said, "Do you know the game called Hunt a Killer? They sponsor channels like yours, Kim. I've never played it. You did have a sponsor, didn't they? Sponsor you once?
Yeah, I have the game.
Yeah,
I've played it. Yeah, it's fun.
I've never
It's
played it.
absolutely fun. Um, the sponsor
I've
channels like
never
yours.
played it,
The
but
game is so much fun. Yeah, it is fun. I got like a smaller box.
yeah,
It's like a like you play on your own.
mhm.
I mean, I guess you could play as a
But
group.
like your own detective. You just do your own
Yeah.
case. Yeah,
Yep, and it has the clues and you yeah, I still have it. I've went through it, so I should mail it to you. I should mail it
good.
to you so you can
That'd be
check it out.
great.
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
Hunt a
Thank
Killer.
you, chat.
Yeah.
I don't know how that
Courtney
happened.
Right. Hunt a
Um,
killer would be hard to do in this setting. It's yeah,
uh,
it would be. And
yeah,
you have to be on the same level because you can get it each month or
it's
whatever, a
separated,
new one.
right?
Pardon me?
It's separated, right? Like, you don't get everything at once.
If I remember right, I don't think it's the same case. I think it's a different one each time, but I don't
Oh,
know.
gotcha, gotcha. Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah.
Anyways,
All right. Well, I hope everybody is available tomorrow. Let's meet up.
yeah,
We are going to have a lot to talk about tomorrow actually because what is Dr. Lewis going to say?
yeah.
I've
That's gonna
lost a
be
lot of respect for her. I was shocked that she was even going to testify. And then the fact that she met with her behind the scenes to get more information last minute, it shows me she's not prepared
yeah,
and she's going in it kind of winging it,
yeah.
what it appears. And what is this going to do for her reputation? And I
Mm.
don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm. So let's. Are you going to Crime Con? It's in Orlando. I might go. I've been thinking about it. Are you going?
Wh- When is it? I've never gone.
It's in July, I think.
Oh, I'm no. I'm supposed to be in Florida in um November, but yeah,
November. Okay.
it's in Florida. Wow. No. Oh, that's terrible. I've always wanted to go.
Yeah, me too. I think it's nice because you get to meet other creators and great people
Yeah.
like you guys and get my face out there, give you guys
It's
hugs.
kind of how I met my husband. We met on like a posting board where people would chat for like
Yeah.
a month. I knew him for like a year, and then we met in person. But it was the same concept. We all got together, all the people from the chat in LA, and had a party. There was like 200, 300 people. Some came from like far away, like New Zealand, and it was a big party. But excuse me, hang on one second. Mm. So I mean, that's how I met him. So I like the idea of a whole chat, a lot of people.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Somebody said maybe that Lewis will script the or flip the script on the defense. Flip the script on the defense.
Maybe. Um,
Maybe.
I was weird. This was kind of weird. Um, Hang on a second. Thank you, Miss Nikki Collins. Those are my cats. I try to take more pictures today so you could get different ones, but
Oh, yeah.
she was ducking
Adorable.
her head and bobbing and weaving, and
Look at those green eyes, though. It's a beautiful picture.
she is she's a pistol. Like people used to say she's a pistol, or yeah, that's what she is. She's always going.
She's always going.
And when she wants food, she comes up and starts pulling things off my table. Like they're not allowed on the tables or anything, but I mean they're allowed on the couch. But she'll reach up and grab my cigarettes, my ashtray, my drink, anything, and just knock it off because she wants to be fed. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's not fun.
Oh. Oh, my cat knows I'm a sucker, so every time I go to make food, she reminds me of a dog, like, she just sits under my feet and whines until she doesn't do it to anybody else in the house. She knows that I'm a sucker. She's like, "You're the soft one here. I'm gonna," and I always, like, give her, like, a little bit of rice or, something that I'm eating, but of course I can't put salt in it. So
Yeah.
when I feed it to her, I'm like, "Go
So
away."
she talks to you.
Yeah, she wants
Yeah,
food, always.
got you.
I don't
Mine.
think she likes her cat food. I don't know.
No.
Or she just likes people food. I have no idea.
Well, it's got to be better. I'm not gonna try cat food, but I can promise you, real food is better than that.
Yeah, exactly. She loves tuna fish, and we don't have any, and I always give her tuna fish, and
Uh,
so she'll just sit under my feet and whine, and I'm like, "I don't have any of it, sorry."
yes, yes. Cats always recognize a sucker. We were giving her, you get like deli ham. You get ham from the deli, and so I had like I don't know, quarter of a pound. shaved ham in the fridge. And I was making a sandwich and I dropped a piece on the floor. And I reached to get it, and before I could, she's there and she eats it. Well, now, anytime anybody goes in that damn kitchen, excuse me, she's crying for ham. Every time. Every time. Like, what did I do?
Oh,
What did I do?
yep, yep, exactly. Once you open that door, oh, what? I have to fix my screen. Once you open that door,
Yep.
uh, they're like,
It's
they
so
just
it's so
want
much
more.
that it is so much that my kitchen is not that far from me. It's like 5 steps from my couch. But I will literally have my husband or my son go in to get me something because I don't want to listen to her cry. It's that like a band from the kitchen because she's so sweet, so lovey, and she's
Yeah,
soft.
yep,
Like
yep.
that picture, she's soft, so soft.
I don't know what our little kitty, we've only had her for, what is it, a month maybe?
I think so.
Maybe
Yeah.
before this trial, so it must be going on 2
Hmm.
months.
Yeah.
Um, and so she's just getting used to everybody, but anybody goes to pet her, she swats at them. Like she just wants to
Oh
be left
wow.
alone. So I don't know what she went
But did
through
she do that
before.
to you?
Not really. Like I'll pick her up because she's not allowed in my room because I was really, really getting
Yeah.
sick because I'm
Yeah.
allergic to cats.
There's
So she's
that. You
so
just don't know.
yeah, and so I'm
Two of
always
my
picking
two
her.
of mine.
Two of yours, pardon me.
Yeah.
Two of you. You said two of yours. What?
Oh, um, I don't know what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just my allergies were really bad. So I'll pick her up, and she doesn't really. I pet her, and she's fine.
Yeah.
But when the boys try to pet
Mm-hmm.
her, but she did. My niece was gone, and she did cuddle up with my nephew. She's like, she slept with me last night, and I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Yeah.
believe it.
You got her for one night.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Good
Yes,
morning,
yes.
Australia.
Wow. Good
Sharon.
morning. Yes, Erica Wells. Um, Kim's kitten is a calico. She's
Oh yeah,
beautiful.
it is a calico. Yes.
She's so pretty. Yeah.
I'll try to bring her in here and show you guys on the next live.
Okay, we can do that.
But yeah, all right. So
Mm.
I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, and let's see what Dr. Lewis has to say. I'm gonna be glued to the
Mm-mm.
TV,
Yeah.
glued. You have no idea. Um,
Yeah. Mike went and got me a new notebook and new pens. I'm ready.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Erica, you are right. Definitely attitude.
Tammy, I'm sorry to hear that. That's
Oh
terrible.
my gosh, that is
Wow. I just,
terrible. Aw, thanks, Misty
I
Moon.
technically that was awesome, Misty. I too am allergic to cats, and I have 4 of them.
Yeah.
I don't get hives, but I can never breathe properly. I'm always stuffed up. I've always got a nasal thing going on. And I used to see an ear, nose, and throat guy, and he would say to me, "Are you going to get rid of your cats?" No.
No.
Okay. And then he'd give me a shot. And he'd do all this other stuff. But you going to get rid of your cats today? Nope. Okay,
Nope.
moving on.
I
Yeah.
would never get rid of our cat no matter how much my allergies are bad and how much I have to spend on
Yeah.
medicine because my great niece, my niece's daughter, the one that always runs in and out of my room when I'm on my
That's
lives,
horrible.
so she and the cat, they are glued. And she doesn't even want to go to her dad's house on the weekends
Oh,
because
gotcha.
she's like, I don't want to leave my cat. And so it's her best friend, like 100%. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way we could get rid of that cat
Yeah.
because my great niece would have, like, she would just be devastated. No
Yeah.
way. I would never do that to her.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You are most welcome, Miss Nancy. And does anybody have any questions before we go? Don't think so.
All right. Well, you guys have a great
So,
evening.
yep.
I'm burning up
Yeah.
under this
Bye,
light. I'm
everybody.
like so hot. I'm like, ugh. Usually my room isn't hot like this, but today it's like, ooh, I'm hot. But all
Okay,
right,
well, I'm gonna sign off. Thanks,
all
bye.
right. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, love you guys. Bye bye.
And I'll see you tomorrow.